Yeah, and we have a ready from Adelito. We're just waiting for a ready from Influx, and we've got it. And of course, if you're interested, we've got an amazing website curated by Floyd and DM Hero that has all of our stats. When I see these two playing, I'm always going to have the hot times open there for this level block, levels 14 to 17, and we're off.
Yeah, Adelito is just kind of being led in by RNG. He wants to keep everything flat, and therefore that pretty much makes one play for him. Minimizing drop time, doing a nice job. I'm noticing a lack of access to yellow on Influx's board, but so far
Mm-hmm.
RNG has been cooperative to the point where that hasn't really mattered much.
Right, and Influx opening up this yellow bit. Yeah, he gets a drop horizontal there. And I wonder if he's going to be trying to take out these other yellows horizontally. Maybe there's some sort of a chunky L or chunky T setup, but there's certainly an L possibility with the
Ooh,
double
nice,
yellow coming.
nice big horizontal clear by Adelito in the middle of his board. Decided to not make anything too complicated with it, which is a good idea at this juncture, because if you start limiting yourself to only so many plays at a time, it's going to be more difficult to clear things out and use other pills.
Hmm. And Influx, speaking of limiting, he is still working, thinking about those horizontal yellows at the top of that board, and he'd be holding out for a double yellow for quite some time if that were the case, and he finally gets it. But it doesn't drop down yet because he would be looking for a horizontal red, but still he is 7 viruses ahead.
Yeah, Influx off to a really hot start, got yellow bursted for a bit and didn't really have anything to do with it, but look at this combo right here.
Hmm.
Everything's just looking so neat and tidy for Adelaide or Influx right now.
Yeah, for sure. And but Adelito coming through here with some nice horizontals there at the bottom, and even with an opening, just clearing out that red garbage to get that blue, just tying it up in an awesome way here. But there we go. Influx with the drop had a horizontal and a vertical started out at a 205. And yeah, Adelito out at about a 206. So such a close game. Exactly what we want.
Yeah, that end game for Influx was some very clever maneuvering. He didn't have a whole lot of space to work with, but he did a really good job in utilizing what he did have, and RNG was just cooperative enough for him to get out of it pretty quickly. Nice
Hmm.
T clear right there.
Yeah, this is a good combo there from Influx. It took a little bit to get this board off the ground, and that gave Adelito time to open up an almost 10 virus lead there for a second. But yeah, this board's still very high up for Influx, and the yellow and red garbage that's on columns 2 and 3 would be a little bit difficult to turn it into gold.
Yeah, that blue yellow in particular that he dropped earlier is what's complicating matters. Influx, I was wondering for a moment if he was going to set up a sweet tea with the yellows in the middle of his board, but
Oh.
maybe it's for the better that he didn't try to do that.
Man, giant combo there from Adelito. Now, he did have to create a little bit of red garbage there on column 3, but he's already using it, starting to use it for other plans. So we're going to hope to see that. And we could see him bring down column 3 by tucking those blues underneath, which he does. So he gets that nice combo, especially taking it out with that yellow there at the end. So that whole left-hand side of the board is taken care of. Now he just needs to watch out for the right.
Yeah, some beautiful setups by Adelito in this level. He's just working so well with this RNG. I mean, the board he was given was great to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Would love to see double red for him to get these reds horizontally, but he's got a little bit of a setup coming. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, he gets that double red. He's down to 5, Influx down to 12. Nice drop there, setting up for a yellow, or sorry, red. I can do colors. Horizontal, which another one is opened up, but not enough. Adelito out at a 415.
415 at this point is a pretty hot time. So keep that tab open.
Yeah, I've you know what I was thinking. I was just looking over at it. And of course, to get into the top hot times, either player would need faster than a 9:15, which is of course an outstanding, just freaking outstanding time for anybody. So awesome done. There we go with a great combo there from Adelito.
Said 9:15. That is definitely in the within the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the thing is if you reach the finals, it is probably technically speaking easier to set a hot time because 16 people play in round one every month, but only two play in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But we've amassed quite a bit of data to this point as far as how many games are concerned, and it's getting tougher and tougher to do so. But this match right here, I mean, it's very possible for both players to do that at this rate.
And of course, Arco in the chat saying getting a hot time in round one is easy. We did have a number one hot time set
Oh,
in
sure.
set in round one this time. But back to
Thanks
our
for
game.
reminding me.
Adelito with
Good man,
8
Arco.
viruses, Influx with 36. So Influx at quite a deficit at the moment. And still kind of up at the top of this board here, but opening up some blue to make combos happen. But giant yellow staircase there for Influx. He's going to have to be very clever to take some of these out horizontally. And I
Mm.
think that the yellow garbage there in column 8, I think, is a misdrop.
Looking at Adelito's board, decided to wait to take the
Mm,
horizontal. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
that was a good move, I think.
It probably was. I probably would have done it anyway myself just because it would look cool, but
Yeah.
looking cool is not always the most efficient play. So
And Influx here still on level 16 with 16 left to go. It's a tough red situation there in the middle of the board, but he gets a nice combo there. And if he's able to take these reds out horizontally, he's got a good setup for the blue and yellow that are underneath. But he's going to be taking that red vertically first, I believe. Yeah, he's got that. And he's got part of the horizontal setup, and there he goes. He gets it. So much more open here, but wow, Adelito really tearing through this level 17.
he got a cluster of pills that weren't quite what he was looking for, but he just used them to make that combo bigger and bigger before he set it off. Some really
Mm.
clever play by Adelito, as per usual. Gonna wait out for a red blue, and it looks like the doc is gonna keep giving him. Oh,
There
there
we
it is.
go. He gets it. Yeah, because he was working on this. You see these yellow horizontals there, but it really would have wrecked the plan for the left-hand side. So he really had to hold out for that red-blue. And he still needs quite a bit of it as influx into his level 17.
Adelito's already out of yellow viruses. It looks like he was
Ooh.
content to slam pills in a column 4 and make it look a little disorganized because he was seeing horizontal plays further down the board. And this is going to be the perfect drop combo for him right here.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, influx still at the top of this board, a 53 virus deficit. Um, and he did have a misdrop or misflip at the beginning of that board. You saw him looking pretty upset with himself as Adelito gets an 820, which is the number 2 hot time.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So he is now the owner of the top 5 hottest times in this level block.
And 6 of the top 7, and 7 of the top 9, and 8 of the top 11, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Influx continuing on with this. I don't know if he's seen the outcome yet of this game, but yeah, finally getting some blue yellow that he needed to take out this board.
Looks like he's
There's
going to do the classic Frank play of putting the yellow on top and clearing underneath.
mm-hmm. Now his column 1 is spired, so he would be kind of having
I like that.
some drop time, but that is a really nice play there from Influx.
That's just looks like Adelito's going to play some 18 while he's waiting.
Oh, but yeah,
It looks
Influx
like he's
putting
not
that
going
blue
to
yellow down. Yes, and
Okay, maybe he is.
yeah, there we go. So
But
crown
looks
one
like
goes to Adelito. Of course, we still have quite a bit of match left to go.
Influx taking a swig from his beverage. We have a ready from Adelito for game two.
Got her ready from Influx. So we're going to have our countdown in just a few. Our three, two, one, and pills.
Is right off the bat, I'm not really sure about these boards, but the nice tee by
Hmm.
Influx there to start it off.
Yeah, a good start. And if he got the right pills going, maybe he could get a red horizontal and get that dropping. And yeah, there he goes. He gets that red horizontal. So nicely done to start. He's off to a tiny lead at the moment. And especially because Adelito is trying to get something going. It looks like maybe he was signaling that he wanted to take these yellows out horizontally, but he's got a little bit of competing plans here. So that's difficult for him.
He had a double blue earlier, and he could have used that to clear off the blue in column two. And it looks like he's actually holding out for the blue yellows in particular. He does get his combo off, but now he's down by 9 viruses early in this game too.
Hmm. And Influx's combos there, he has a couple of nice straightforward ones, but now he's got blue on top of many of his columns. So he's going to have to be working on that, and he's going to have to take some drop time to do it. But he's still about 10 viruses ahead, though, Packy. As long as the blue keeps coming, Influx will be in good shape.
Indeed, still coming. These definitely don't want a hot dog blitz at this moment in time, but interesting play there because if he saw the double yellow coming, he probably would have taken that horizontal clear a bit earlier that way to avoid more drop time. That's what I would expect from an influx play, but nonetheless, his setups are just perfect and clean, and he's going to be out of here in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, so is Adelito out at a
Oof.
151. So very nicely done. That end game was just so fast there from Adelito and setting up a good horizontal to end that level. So we will see how he does here. Adelito getting a red blitz at the start of the level, and he could use that to actually drop the yellow horizontal. And there he goes. He does do that. And another quick combo. So these two so close together. Although I don't think Adelito necessarily wanted to put that double red there. It could still go very easily. There could be a good horizontal blue setup. So we'll see how it goes. It's not a big deal at this moment.
I really liked what Adelito did with that double red rush earlier. Just
Hmm.
he didn't try to use it to set up anything more complicated as he gets a nice L clear into a drop combo, but
Mm.
he just used it to keep his board clean, and he knew that he was going to get a yellow red at the end of it, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. And
Hmm.
he really could have done that with it regardless of how many red fragments he was wrestling with in his column at that moment in time.
Yeah, but this is still a very tight game. Only 7 viruses separating them. And Influx, I mean, I wanted to give him a big cheer. You were saying something very intelligent, of course, but he got an all yellow fat log. I loved it. Should have screamed it from the rafters, but you know, didn't want to interrupt you. He's got another great combo here. A horizontal into a double vertical. Very nicely done for Influx. Now down to 14. And Adelito down to 9 with some great possible setups here.
I am loath to interrupt a good fat log, so by all means, shout it from the
All
rooftops if
right.
it ever
Thank
happens
you. Thank
again.
you. And Adelito definitely going to take these last reds out horizontally, and he is out at a 351. Again, awesome times there to start off this level block.
Under 4 minutes out of 15. This is even faster than last game. This is crazy. Nice drop tee.
Ooh,
The board is nice and flat. And I like what he did with that yellow right there. He doesn't have any real place for it, but that gives him so many options to deal with the overhangs.
Mhm. Yeah, Influx, looks like he would love to take these blues out horizontally. He gets the double blue, and yes, you see him having a dramatic wipe of his brow because that was the perfect pill to come in, and you often do not want to be relying on that double blue, but he got it.
You know, RNG is indeed a fickle mistress, but sometimes it does toss you a nickel.
Let's see. Influx, a tiny bit spired here in the center of the board, but nothing too bad. The blue yellow really helping him out there, taking a little bit of drop time. Let's see. How is Adelito gonna do with all of these horizontals? He's got some setups.
Like a drop tease coming,
Yeah, there we go. He's got
or
another
drop L,
blue
pardon me,
horizontal.
and
And
then a
yep,
nice
that goes
drop
too.
horizontal, and everything's clean again, just like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. It's like nothing going to waste. But still a very tight game here. Surprised that Adelito didn't take the horizontal, but then he gets the other chance.
Yeah, I was surprised as well, but he got another double just when he needed it.
He was one with the game. He sensed that it was coming.
Yes.
Yep, and he is going to be setting up for a horizontal with this red. He gets the red blue. That's perfect for it. He is down to 7 viruses to influx 15 here now. And blue going to be trouble there for influx because it's just that one and then he's got them
And then
tucked
a double
away.
blue. Look at that.
Yep.
Adelito is the guy who says light speed is too slow.
Oh, added a 616. Whew. Meanwhile, Influx going really hard at trying to make a setup happen for this blue there. And so he's trying to get that horizontally. As soon as he gets to red, that's going to happen, but he's losing real estate for that. There we
Yep,
go.
and then this
Oof.
this gigantic T clear,
There we go. Added a 641.
which mind you is still an outstanding time.
Yeah, right? There's still the times you would love to see on your timer.
But both players now in 17. Or Influx was probably holding out for a blue yellow, but
Mm,
his board was too high up. You can't wait for that long.
amazing drop cross from Adelito. Although that red yellow there in columns 2 and 3 not looking favorable. It's not going to really do much for him. And yeah, he's got a lot of things stacked up right now that don't look awesome, especially that blue in column 2. So he's starting to the speed might be getting to him, the intensity might be getting to him, but he has a beautiful combo there in the middle of the board. So he's keeping his cool, but yeah, he does clear all of that out. Very nicely done.
Yeah, you want. I want. I was kind of getting the sense that once Adelito got out of level 15 in under 4 minutes, you got to wonder if he was just gunning for for the first sub 8 in the finals.
Oh man.
This nice
I,
horizontal clear for Influx right here is gonna put him to within 14 viruses.
But that column 8 is looking kind of messy right now. He does take a nice combo down the left-hand side of the board. But yeah, that red that is on top of the blue in column 8, it's just going to be tricky to get out of the way.
Comes in a nice drop combo by Adelito, and he's practically free and clear now. Look, he's
And
going for the lightning log.
there he goes. He gets that double yellow.
He's
And
down
yeah.
at 836.
hmm And yeah, 836. That is, or I guess it's the number 4 hot time now? 5? Yeah,
It would be
5.
5 now because he
It would
got
be
the number
5
2
now.
earlier. So now he has the top 6 hot times.
Cool.
Sudden
He's a
adjustment from
machine.
Influx, and Influx is going to be out of here pretty quick. Just needs one more yellow.
Yeah, exactly, and we know it's gonna come after this blitz, and he's out at a 9:16, which is just out of the top 20 times when we started this match, so still an amazing time there from Influx, but, just not enough for an Adelito who takes it to another gear.
We've seen some great play from both players. Like I feel like sub 10 or sub 930 is a good benchmark for this particular level block, and both of these players clearing that bar on a regular basis here. But
Mhm.
game three, Influx is facing the daunting task of trying to get a reverse sweep against the world record holder.
Yeah, and I mean, if anyone can do it, it's Influx. I mean, and Influx apparently very helpful to Adelito when Adelito entered the scene. I think they have something of a little bit of a teacher-student relationship. And, someone saying in the chat that Adelito Jedi confirms. Yeah, this could be a Jedi mentorship. And we have three, two, one, and pills.
Judging by how this match has gone so far, a Padawan he is no longer.
That's for sure. But tough going there for the first couple pills there for Adelito. He needs a blue to clear this out, and he is going to get a nice blue there down the
Oh,
left-hand
excellent.
side. Great combo there. We're going to see how he's going to manage all the horizontal possibilities because we'd love to see him get that red, and he takes it. And there are possible blue horizontal setups waiting in the wings there, and he gets one of those as well.
And that's going to set up the red clear in column 5 nice and tidy. This is a very well organized attack here by Adelito on this level 14.
Yeah, everything that he puts down has future implications, and those implications are all positive ones. So that's always good to see. And Influx working through a ton of red yellow. Notice he's clearing out some garbage on that left hand side, gets a double red just in time to set a really nice horizontal down. So Pill's cooperating in his favor now. He's getting his rhythm, and he has the combo opportunity on the left hand side of the board. He takes it. Still going to need a ton of yellow there.
Yeah, I'm Adelito signaling he's going to take these blues horizontally. Pretty much signaled that quite a bit ago when he started stacking yellows in column 7. And there it is. Not a whole lot of use for red right now, but at the same time there's really not much left on his board. This is going to do a little drop combo and he's going to be out at 142.
Ah, okay. This is I laugh because these are things that I totally, I dream about. When I practice Dr. Mario really hard and I keep seeing the pills while I'm having conversations with other people, this is what I'm hoping for. It's like the Tetris effect. But we've got a log out there from Influx out of the 208.
208 also a great time. Just
Mhm.
it's not 142. It's not the insanity speed that Adelito is putting on right now. But a timely double red rush for Influx right now.
Mhm.
He didn't really have any use for the yellow fragment that was inevitably going to come after all that. But now he does have some yellow garbage to clear it, which at least gives you something to do with it, I suppose. But
Mhm.
lots and lots of blue. And then you look over and it's a 23 virus game already.
Yeah, and Adelito has a good setup there. Beautiful L with a horizontal setup possible for some reds as well. We'll see if he works on taking that. But yeah, he gets a nice combo down that board. A lot of red for Adelito needed there. And again, a little bit of a spire there on column 1, but we'll see how that comes down. He's building up a platform to make sure that he can take out that red with as little drop time as possible. And then he's got lots of space to make good plans for the bottom. So that column 2 being stacked up doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, but the more he plays the right hand side of his board, the more concerning it is how he's going to be able to address. Oh, good lord!
Mm,
Collapses a tower of garbage there.
yeah, and I don't know. That's leaving the yellow in the bottom a little
Okay, there
bit
we go.
problematic.
Timely double red there to attack column 1 with. Still
Mhm.
needs a lot of help, but right now he still has clear access to both of these red viruses.
Mhm.
But
And this is giving Influx an opportunity to get inch ever closer. Notice he's got a lot
not
of
that far
possibilities.
though.
Yellow here. He wants to take out that red horizontally. He gets it. So he's going to be making some good choices there. Meanwhile, Adelito out at a 416 and Influx only 9 viruses behind.
Yeah, Influx has managed to close the gap significantly while Adelito was getting hamstrung in column one. 4:15 is still an outstanding time, but at the same time, you realize that means that level took him about 2.5 minutes.
Mhm.
Probably not the kind of time he's looking for.
Oh, and Adelito, or sorry, Influx,
Yeah,
getting what he needs there. Now, some stuff cleared horizontally, which was a little unfortunate, but he gets the double red, and everything is going to fall here out at a 455.
I was actually looking on the left-hand side of that clear, and I didn't realize that he was gunning for the red.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Speaking of red,
Adelito's got some in-between clears waiting for him if he can just get some blues.
yeah, I'm looking at these
Yeah,
reds possible horizontal there as well.
I like that clear. I like that play right there and this nice tee here. But now he has a lack of access to reds, and now he's getting got a mini red rush going on.
hmm And yeah, so Influx doing well here, chugging along at this top of the level, needs a lot of red himself, but starting that double red going really nicely for him. He can open up some diversity on that right hand side. And so that's going to be really nice. I wonder, with these two
Oh
players, like the way that they handle things, I really wonder how these blues are going to go, if they're going to go vertical pairs or horizontal pairs for Influx.
yeah, Adelito signaling he was going for those horizontals on the blues in columns 7 and 8, and once again, lack of access to yellow, but and needing a lot of blue. It's definitely a situation I don't enjoy, but that's what the doc's giving him, and that's what he's got to deal with.
Mhm. Adelito had that double drop
Ooh, nice.
horizontal there with another blue horizontal open. It's leaving a little bit of trouble there for row 1. Yeah, and he's working on a horizontal there with those blues in row 4, but that's slowed down a little bit. It is gonna clear out very nicely though. But yeah, Influx down to only a 3 virus deficit and really nice and open board for him.
This is a tale of two endgames right here. Once again, Adelito is kind of hamstrung on the left-hand side of his board, and right now he needs red blues and double reds. This clear is going to be important because it lets him use that red yellow to its fullest potential, but he does not have a horizontal clear. And once again, he specifically needs these pills in order to make any progress. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
Influx
Influx
is
out.
fighting at the top of his board right now.
Mhm. And, blue was the thing that was looking like it was making Influx uncomfortable at the top of the board. You see that one in column 7 has just dropped down. I think that was one that he was worried about when it started to fall. So really, he's just making sure that he's able to get past the point where you might be afraid of topping out or having RNG make you top out. But yeah, so he's down to 58 viruses. Adelito roaring back. Beautiful drop L, yeah, there, down to 57, maintaining this lead, even though he lost it for just a second.
Yeah, whereas Influx's endgame was far smoother, the beginning of 17 was far better for Adelito.
Mhm.
And you saw while Influx was fighting at the top of his board, Adelito was doing a really nice job of finding
Mm.
quick and efficient combos to clear out garbage on his board and just keep everything clean.
Yeah, really nice going for both players. So much blue on the board for Adelito, so Influx might have a slightly easier going of it. But as I say that, Influx also dealing with a lot of blues and needing a lot of yellow now as well. So we'll see how he deals with that. As I say that, gets the double yellow.
Oh,
Oh, and good
swim move
plans
by
coming with
Adelito.
this red. Oh, what'd you see?
I saw a quick little swim with that double red in column 2.
Oh,
That was
whoa.
pretty cool to see.
Oh, man. Those are very hard to do on high speed.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
they're fairly easy to do on high speed as long as you only have to move them like a column or 2,
Oof.
because you can basically hold in the direction that you need to go, and you can basically roll your thumb across the B and A buttons to get the 2 flips you need very, very quickly.
Now, there was a big misdrop from Influx recently, but the way he has just cleared it out has been truly magnificent. And he has recaptured the lead again, getting a fat log. I think maybe in the chat I see the misdrop. Someone says the misdrop ends it for Influx, but wow, still fighting so hard there. Oh my goodness. And he is going to get this game out at a 955.
Great game
Wow.
by Influx, way to hang in there.
Staying alive. Very nicely done. And Adelito out at a 10:04.
After a tough start to 17, Influx did a great job slingshotting back into the lead.
Yeah, and that misdrop did look quite bad for Influx, and he was patient and he played his game and he fixed it right up and more than fixed it. So, all right, we got more Dr. Mario. Ooh,
I mean, why another decider? That's what we're
why
doing.
not? Why not? I think we need it. Whew. Sometimes at the end of these things, I realize I've forgotten to breathe. And that's
Yeah.
just watching it. That's not even playing it.
Yeah. We've got readies. We got the countdown. Three, two, one. Pills.
Hills. Yeah, so far we have had the maximum number of games that we could possibly have, so let's just keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Early game here. Interesting board for both players here. It seems like Influx's board is a bit more open than Adelito's to start.
Mhm. And I like the
Adelito,
tucks inside there for the blue yellow. Now he's got Influx has two good blue yellow opportunities, one at the very, very top of that board, which he just took, and he had one for the right hand side, and it didn't quite manifest, but things are still going really quickly. He's opened up a quick, 14 virus lead over Adelito already.
yeah, looking at Adelito's board, he was trying to set up a big cross clear, and it looks like he's had to cut it a couple of times, so it hasn't quite worked out for him. Looks like he's going to go for the drop horizontal once he gets a red in column 3, and now he's going to get that, but that convoluted setup didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to, and now he's 23 viruses behind, just like that.
Mhm. Yeah, that setup was messy, still continues to be a little bit messy, and Influx is able to do this move here on the right-hand side where he just casually uses a double red to advance the plans for the blue and yellow. So that is exactly what you do when you want to be patient. And he's got this horizontal setup for the blues on the bottom. Everything's set up really nicely, but the blue red, he's going to got to make sure that he prioritizes that yellow horizontal first in order to get that going.
Fox has created an interesting little situation for himself here because you feel like he didn't quite get the right pills to set up what he wanted, but
Hmm.
now he's got the fat log, and now he's going to be out at a 158.
Log out. And Adelito's still with 14 viruses left to go, setting up a lot of good stuff using this double red blitz. He knows that the red yellow is coming at the end of it, so it's a question of how to use that the most efficiently. He takes it in a very basic style there and manages to get a beautiful drop horizontal down the center of that board to open things up.
Adelito has almost worked his way out. Very fortunate double yellow there, and he's going to be out at a 231. He's got a lot of ground to make up, but plenty of time to do it.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's almost a 20 virus lead here for Influx. Gonna hit a little patch of blue. And as soon as he clears out that blue there, he's gonna have a beautiful drop cross with that red. Nicely done. And gonna head into a blue yellow stretch, but managing to do this with so much efficiency and looking for both horizontals and verticals that'll advance this board.
Looking at Adelito's board right now, he really needs some red help as there's a bit of a stream lag there. But thankfully, his internet is not betraying him right now. Nice drop T into a drop combo. Then he can use that to attack the right hand side of his board.
But he's still about 20, more than 20 viruses down is Adelito, but tough break here for Influx in the center. A lot of yellow blocking up the works and not really,
Comes the fat log.
yeah.
Yeah, but now his board has a okay. That clear in the middle of his board gave him some access to yellow that he really needed.
hmm Yeah. Nice offset. We got a nice lightning bolt there. Oh, for influx, good opportunities for these blue horizontals. Notice he's setting up something long there so that no garbage falls on row one. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Adelito is narrowing down that lead and taking out that blue horizontally clears off a good deal of that garbage. Very helpful.
Yeah, see how Adelito decides to play this because right now he's down by 17 viruses and Influx's board. There's a concerning lack of access to yellow early on, but honestly, this board is not that much trouble. There's plenty of opportunities for double clears waiting for him if he can get to them. Maybe looks like he might try to clear these reds horizontally in columns 7 and 8.
Yeah, that's looking like it. But he's going to have to be very patient to wait for that double red. And wow, awesome ending combo there from Adelito to clear off and get into level 16. But yeah, he's only 14 viruses back as Influx continues to hold out for this double red or a setup that will get him there. So we'll see at what point does he decide to not go for it. But now he gets it. Boom. Oh, really nicely done.
Yes. Once again, there's a lack. There's just a general lack of yellow viruses on this board. It seems, and yellow pills come up pretty often. So that feels like trouble. But this okay decides not to go for the T and just get the horizontal there. Interesting.
hmm Yeah, it would have broken some competing plans there, but now pretty
Okay.
much everything is clean except for that blue on column 8 is a little bit of a thing, but now it is not anymore. So there we go. And meanwhile, Influx down to the end game on level 16. So wonder if he's going to try to get these reds horizontally there. I wonder is is he going to get the double red a little more quickly? No, he does not decide to go for it, but he's got plenty of workarounds. So clearing this stuff out pretty quickly.
Yeah, you get the sense that there was an obvious horizontal play on those yellows that he just now got, when he started getting those red blues and started covering that up a little bit, you kind of wondered what might have happened with that. But oh, look at this timely double blue,
hmm
641 out of level 16.
Let's go. Don't love the first pill from Influx's level 17. Would have loved for it that first pill to be something of the red yellow variety, but he starts getting those right away, and so he's able to clean out, and he is pretty safely through there, through the danger zone. And meanwhile, Adelito, towards his end game, I think that blue yellow in column 4 is a
Hmm.
bit of a mistake. Would love to have seen it the other way. That would have made a fat log, I think, by this point. But I'm sure he will clean it out in short order.
That is unfortunately the textbook definition of a deef. But looks like he's managed to work his way down, and now he can has horizontal access to
hmm
this yellow virus, and That helps line everything up just nice. So now all he has to do is clear column 2 or 6 vertically, and there it is. He's gonna be out at a 745.
Mhm. And meanwhile, Influx really clearing out this level 17 fast. He's half a level ahead at this point, and still working on some stuff that's caught up on the top of his board, clearing out some garbage. I think a double yellow would have been awesome at that moment for him, but he actually has, I think, a bit of a safer horizontal strat available now for those double yellows. Yeah, it's going to
Oh,
happen. He
yeah,
gets the
that's
double yellow
wonderful.
anyway, but it became much safer actually by the clear that he made earlier.
Yeah, once he exposed that yellow virus in column 3, you kinda got the sense that he was gonna go for the sweet tea instead of just the horizontal.
Yeah. Nice opening here from Adelito. He takes that drop to get there, but then does get the double red that would have made it a little bit more efficient. Still really good. And Influx down to 7 viruses here.
Yeah, this is a squeaky clean end game. There's no
Mhm.
reason you can't
Wow.
handle this. This is gonna be just a little north of 9 minutes, but an excellent time. And this is gonna be a hot time, I think. Well, we've
Oh,
seen so
yeah,
many hot times,
definitely.
I'm starting to lose track of where the cutoff is.
Yeah, so the cutoff, as we started this match was about 9:15, and Influx is still within that cutoff, so he's probably, like, 15 now, something like that, and of course, we have a decider for our finals, so that's really outstanding. We have seen the maximum amount of Dr. Mario that we could possibly see on a night like this, and I'm here for it.
Absolutely. GG to both players, and let's get ready for game number 5.
So, what do you
Adelita,
think, Packy? A tie? Is that what we want? Tie in this final game?
a tie and double overtime, maybe?
Mhm.
And we can get to level 19
Yeah, why not? 20 through 24.
in the year 2024. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Calios was not at 4 a.m.
So, we have a ready from Adelito and a ready from Influx. Yeah, I think this is the most games that we've ever had on a semifinal and final Sunday, as we have our 3-2-1 pills for what will be our final game of Gold February.
Well, you can't have any more than how many we're having today, so it is definitely an unbreakable record. And a timely double red here for Influx to start off his level 14. Not a lot of access to blue right now. That horizontal clear is going to expose one.
Adelito's got a good plan there, setting up with that blue. Now a beautiful combo to take out yellow and red. So a little bit of use for everything, and the yellow's only buried
Oh,
one
look at
row
this combo
down.
for Influx. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Dropping
Fantastic.
the hammer.
And so many doubles here available for Adelito. Looking so good here with a blue horizontal possibility, looking very good. Ooh, not using the double blue where I thought he might, but then able to start another one right away.
Alito's garbage situation is extremely manageable. Look at this. That's just excellent. That's just
Both of these
prime
players,
top tier organization of your pill stack.
yeah, this is looking really good. And Influx looking awesome as well here. Has the opportunity to take out some blues horizontally. And I kind of wonder if he might be constructing a fat log towards the bottom of the board. It's not impossible, especially with this double yellow being able to drop down. Yeah, Influx could have a double blue offset fat log at the bottom if everything shows up nicely.
Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, he's trying to go for it. He wants it, but he did not get the offset fat log, but He's building around it. Meanwhile, Adelito down to his last, and he's out at a 202.
Interesting play there from Influx. Nice little horizontal drop combo there. It's pretty much left him clean. All he needs is that blue, and he's out at a 219.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Adelito down to 53 right now. So a quick 10 virus lead there. Nice opening horizontal into a vertical for Influx. Adelito's got a good possibility here with this red yellow. Watch as he drops it down.
Bang.
Nice drop cross.
Getting the sense that Influx is going for this yellow horizontal in columns 6 and 7. Let's see if he tries to build up to it a little bit because
Oh.
there's right now it's going to take a lot of scaffolding to get up there. Just goes ahead and clears out the blue
Mm-hmm.
just to
Yeah.
simplify matters.
I think that's a good move in terms of how little diversity there is in the center of that board. It's just like so much yellow there. I just think wasting anything would be pretty tough. But yeah, so Influx has 35, Adelito has 29, and is dropping down. He's going to make a really great play if he's able to get a red blue, take this horizontal out. He's
There
going to
it is.
get it. Wow.
Oh,
Oh, that almost glitched the
slight
game.
hesitation. He's already
Oof.
crashed the game once today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, if you do a combo that's big enough, you could cause the game to crash, and then you might have to start the level over again, and that would be sort of probably spell the end for this championships, but he gets out of danger.
Thankfully, that is not how this round ends. So,
Yeah, I would hate that. I would really not want that to happen.
yeah,
But yeah,
nice
he's
drop combo from Adelito, and he's
whew.
out at a 402.
And Influx very close behind here, does need quite a bit of yellow, but pretty much red is not going to be a problem for him. He's going to be able to wait for it and maybe build possibilities horizontally and vertically. Got a nice horizontal possibility for those yellows at the bottom. Good combo on the left, so he is free and clear this double yellow. Super helpful for Influx. Out at a 430.
Excellent time for Influx. And he finds himself down by 16 viruses right now. Adelito subjecting himself to a little bit of drop time because he didn't really have much choice in the matter to maintain optimal piece placement.
Hmm. And Adelito not getting the pills that he wants to start off this level. He wants a blue so that he can get these reds out horizontally. Because he passed on some opportunities, so he was doing some hard signaling that that was going to happen. And
Finally
yeah,
gets a
but then,
blue.
oh, but yeah,
Love
okay.
that play though. Love that
That was
play.
a good play, but it made it's possible for Adelito to continue plowing ahead on this level.
Yeah, in that time, that lead has expanded to about 25 viruses. Looking at Adelito, nice horizontal play there. Maybe wants a red blue to get that other horizontal play in the middle of his board. Let's see if he holds out for it. No, it looks like he's just gonna
Hmm.
play this a little more. Oh, he's got it on the other side now.
Yeah. Woof. All right. Nice combo there from Influx. Needs a lot of yellow help. He's going to be able to clear that out and is then going to follow it by a need for blue. So we'll see how that goes. Opens up a blue horizontal and gets the double blue at just the right time to keep this board very clean. But Influx is 25 viruses back. That is a very tough lead to overcome.
Yes. Looks like Adelito wants to. Yeah, once he gets a couple of blues, he's
Oh,
going to be able to clear out the rest of this level. And there it is,
oof.
626.
All right. Influx
Influx.
with a good horizontal there.
Yeah, Influx stacking up horizontal plays here. He could a double blue would be great, but he doesn't need it. But he's going to get it anyway.
Basically, every time we've said the phrase double blue around Influx, he's gotten it. So, commentator's blessing, you're welcome. But Adelito, a good opening to this level 17, just getting stuff, able to tuck that double yellow in for a horizontal towards the middle of the board. It's always good to open up some space there so that you have options to go horizontally or vertically on various things.
Flock's just waiting on another red. And there it is. He's going to be out at a 718. And we are at the final level of the final game.
Um, nice horizontal there for Influx in the center of the board. Now a double yellow would be fantastic for him to advance the plans, but oh, he got a double blue instead. So maybe it's just when I say double, he gets a double blue.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked a couple times. Okay. Theory confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was a nice drop T setup, and Adelito just decided to take the T on its own when he got another double blue earlier. Needs a lot of red on this board, though.
Yeah.
It's starting to look pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, not loving it. Um Adelito working on a yeah, drop cross there with those reds looking very nice. Meanwhile, Adelito keeps getting all those blue yellows. Hopefully it's over for him, but they just kind of started right back up again.
Yeah, Adelito's RNG really not looking too great right now. This nice little drop combo is going to take out 3 more viruses. Going to take out a yellow horizontally. And I kind of like that play, but the only problem is that blue fragment sitting on top of those
Mhm.
red viruses in column 6. It's going to deny him the vertical play.
Mhm.
So he's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, it looks like.
Yeah, that really denied him the possibility for the timber drop fat log there.
It's allowed it's allowed influx to come within 10 viruses.
Yeah, outstanding. But there we go. Adelito able to get out of that situation, gets the double blue. Oh my goodness. Just
We
needs
didn't
one
even
more
have to say
red.
it that time.
I know, I didn't even have to say it. And he's out at a 926. And with 9 viruses left to go, Influx has passed that time. Adelito wins this intense decider and edges up on Influx.
What a game by both players. Just
Woo!
exemplary like stack organization and just watching everybody set up these combos. Looks like Influx
Yeah.
is wondering if he still wants to finish. And I guess he doesn't.
And I wouldn't put it past Influx to take a little bit of time to do something super fancy, like maybe take that out in an L. But yeah, these two have played outstanding games, and now Adelito, all over in Turkey, can head to bed.